Sound speeds.
You spend so much of your life playing with invisible things. Eventually, you start to wonder if you are invisible yourself. What do you think? Hat on or hat off?
How do you usually perform?
With the hat on, usually.
Then hat on, definitely. But tell me more about that. What makes you feel invisible?
When I'm performing, when I'm doing a show, sometimes it's great and the audience is laughing and groaning and cheering and the whole world just makes sense. But then when it gets quiet, things get so quiet. Sometimes people don't even look at me at all. The audience is silent, and when I'm performing, I'm silent, and that silence sinks in, and the inner monologue starts to take over.
What kind of inner monologue?
The one that says you're not good enough, or that you were crazy for thinking that you ever were. The one that says you've wasted your life and are still wasting it at this very moment. And all I feel is that my mind is like this inescapable prison. I push past that voice, the voice that tells me I'm invisible, but every time it feels like I'm walking into an ever more powerful wind, and I don't know how long I'll be able to keep going.
How did you get into miming to begin with?
Okay, this is gonna sound very silly, but when I was a kid, my parents took me on a little trip to Paris, and we were walking along the Seine, and there was this guy playing an accordion with a tuxedo cat on his shoulder. And that combination of the music and the Eiffel Tower across the river, and the tuxedo cat looking right in my eyes, I knew that's what I had to do, what I had to become. It felt like fate.
So, in those quiet moments with the interior monologue, what keeps you going?
Some of it's fear, if I'm being totally honest. I've invested so much into this craft. It's a big part of who I consider myself to be. Sometimes it feels like I'm trapped inside a box. I don't know who I would be if I weren't a mime. It's kind of a crushing feeling. The last few shows have been like that. I feel like I'm getting to the end of my rope. But here's the thing. At the end of the day, all it takes is one. One kid's smile, one passing chuckle, and all the doubts just melt away. This is who I am. This is who I was meant to be.
What about the moments where nobody smiles, nobody laughs?
I guess in those moments I tried to hold on to the joy that I felt watching other mimes when I was first starting out. That surprise and delight. And know that as long as I'm giving it all I've got, maybe I can be the one who's smiling. At the end of the day, it only takes one.
Hold for room tone. Okay, thank you.